Hi, I'm Ruth Hanston, and I'd like to talk to you today about the 5 rights of delegation and supervision and teamwork. These 5 rights can be found in more detail along with the ANA and the National Council of State Boards of Nursing Joint Statement on Delegation and Supervision at ncsbn.org. You may also find information about this in our Clinical Delegation Skills textbook. So let's review the 5 rights of delegation and supervision and teamwork. They're very easy and simple to follow. First of all, under the right circumstances, you will match the right person with the right task, giving them also the right direction and communication, and then also the right evaluation, supervision, and feedback. So the 5 rights are: you've seen this slide before in our workshops. Under the right circumstances, we assign the right task to the right competent person within their scope of practice, giving them the right direction, communication, and the right supervision and feedback. What we find, though, is that unless there is a plan for the unit process, unless there's a mental model or structure for the care being delivered, that sometimes these steps are not done effectively, and certainly that affects patient and family outcomes, and care is omitted. So what we encourage you to do is think about the unit processes that are being used and whether or not everyone who comes to work is clear about what tasks they are to do, how they are going to report to each other, when they are going to report to each other, and also how they're going to give feedback to each other throughout the shift, before and after breaks and meal times, and also to be able to plan the care effectively and to debrief about whether or not the care is done effectively. In Relationship and Results-Oriented Healthcare's 10 Best Practices, we have incorporated the steps of initial direction and planning, setting up checkpoints and timelines and parameters for reporting, and also times to be able to offer feedback and debrief so that the team can plan about what was effective and what needs to change for the next shift of work, and to give those recommendations to the oncoming group. So we encourage you to really look at what mental model you're using to make sure that those best practices of teamwork are being used effectively. Thank you for joining us to discuss the 5 rights of delegation and supervision.